You know what to do. Friend! Welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time we finished Act 2. This time, welcome to the coolest thing ever. Act 3. I have a lot to say, but I shall reserve it for a while. Let's just continue for now. We are back with the Hunter Crest, the Silk Spear, no tools equipped. Let me check my inventory. Yep, indeed. They just unequipped all my tools. My other crests still have tools on for some reason, but not this one. Interesting. Man, that like explosion that knocked us out really must have done a number if our tools just flew off of us. That's okay though. What's our objective? After the fall, discover the fate of Farloom. I'm worried. With an objective like that, that can't be good. Welcome to a new area of the Citadel we were previously unable to explore. A series of vents that are going to cave in any second now, which is definitely not terrifying at all. There's nothing down there. Gonna go here. Nothing there. This is a new part of the cradle we were previously unable to explore, and now this is happening again. Last time this happened was the very start of the game. I'm guessing this is just Hornet kind of being weakened by the impact. Firstly, being, dropped by the cage. Okay. Firstly, by falling off of a bridge in the intro to the game. And then secondly, here, after all that happened. She woke up with 1 health. Clearly, something did a number on her. And this is just the aftermath of that. I think that's what the point of these sections where you're weakened is. I can't even swing. As you saw before, my jump was not very good. Not very effective. These are the people who sang us the song on the top of the Cogwork core. Alright, well, we're slightly better now. And wall jump at least. Find absolutely nothing. Great, love it. What about over here? Nope. Okay. Look at all the dust in the air. How many dust particles is that? A crazy amount, that's for sure. Don't touch that or you'll get hurt, probably. You are dead. All those lively automatons appear to be gone now, or at least the ones up here were. Perhaps it was always like this. You never truly know. And we have some of those black tendrils in the background there. I believe if you were to play the needle in. Yes, they grow agitated from it. The needle in is the very tool we used to trigger the snare that one guy set up. So I guess that's why it, remembers the tune we played. Assuming we even played the same tune as we do normally. Because I don't think we did, actually, remembering how it sounded. Hello there. Hold on, am I missing? That does 2 damage. Okay, I'm not going back up. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh god, okay. This is a little dangerous. Only I could have a bench or something. Oh no! They actually put you in a combat arena with reduced health? Oh, you love to see it! Welcome to a new mechanic! I don't know why I said welcome to it. I just decided to. Yeah. These guys are voided. While voided, they deal double damage, meaning I'm 1 hit away from death, meaning I must heal as soon as possible. They also have 3 new attacks. Every enemy that is voided, it gains access to these new attacks. They can shoot tendrils ahead of themselves like that. I believe they can also throw things at you. They've got, quite a few moves. Oh no, I still can't even heal. Yes, they can do that. Those explode into little spikes. Oh no. As we can tell, these are powers of the void. A force of nature from the first game found in the deepest area of that world. And the name of this 3rd act is Abyss. Stab you? Oh man, I survived, thank God. Don't be surprised if you die to this combat arena. It's very easy. This, I hear, has ruined a lot of Steel Soul runs in the past. And I want to say that even if you do die, you don't respawn with full health. So, yeah. That would make it even worse. Assuming that that's the case. I don't actually know if that's the case. I did die to it on my first playthrough, but it's been so long since then, I don't remember. Okay, well, Just dig through the shrapnel. Keep going down. Keep yelling, timber. Timber! Lands into spikes. Alright, down the pit. Oh no. Hi. Oh, you're voided too? Yeah. So basically, most regular enemies around the game have been buffed. Thanks to that. Oh boy. Our stomach aches again. I ate too much ice cream. No. My stomach's been kind of... Honestly, like, my entire digestive system's acting kind of weird, probably because of the diet I choose to have, which is not exactly the best and healthiest food imaginable. Also, I just want to point out real quick that we're dead. Okay, cool. I forgot this happened. I recognize that bell anywhere.
Hi, Red Maiden. 'Tis a prayer answered to see you safely wake. Little Sherma, what has happened here? To our safe haven? Our home. This is what's left of it after the great breaking began. There was that terrible noise from above. Everything shook and fell apart, and the black thread sprung up from beneath. Many a poor pilgrim has already been lost to the destruction. You might have done too if not for some fleeing pilgrims who found you fallen and carried you back to us. The black threads. I may understand their source. I must speak with the old caretaker. Do you know what has become of him? I see he has left you his garb. Oh yes, he charged me with looking after those remaining here. Said he had to confer with his family down below. Down below? Then they have slunk away to hide in their ruined chapel. I must pay them a visit. Thank you, Sherma. Stay safe, and take care of your fellow pilgrims.
Sherma, oh my god. You've come so far since you were trying to play a song to open that gate at the beginning. You're now like the lead, the chief caretaker of this entire place.
It is now my charge to care for those who stay here, including yourself. If I can aid you in any way, please let me know.
Welcome to the new Songclave. As you can hear, the background music is nowhere near as peaceful. It's missing the piano. The beautiful music we heard before is gone. You don't get it back. The world has been kind of destroyed by partly our own actions. And now, we have to face the consequences of it. At least the baseline is still there. It's still pretty good. Let me rest at this bench, actually heal. And also, re-equip my freaking tools, please. I would love to have that. I would love to have them back on. Let's do you there. Silk shot there. I guess we can go with Hunter Crest. That's what's been bestowed upon me, so why not? Let's do Fractured Mass, because I'm probably gonna fucking need it, knowing the difficulty of this next part. Magnetite dice. Let's do Magnetite Brooch. Equip you to... Why were my Vesta Crest tools removed? Excuse me. Let's do Quicksling, honestly. With the boomerangs, it should be pretty useful. I don't think Quicksling actually affects things like the Silk Shot that you fire. It only affects throwables. So, thankfully it should not cause us to use our Silk Shot ammo any faster, which I would be very appreciative of. For last blue tool, I mean, we just got it last time. Actually, Snitch Pick might be fun. We can wait on Reserve Bind for a while. Let's do that. Here we go.
Oh, what new horror now besets us? Is this fresh punishment for our sins, or yet another test to prove our faith? It is neither, good bug. In this disaster, you bear no blame. Hold close to your companions, and I will work swift to see this madness stilled. If we're no longer pilgrims, what are we?
Poor innocent bystanders caught up in the crossfire. That's most likely. Oh, Jubilana is still here. Okay, but Garmond and Zaza are gone. I suppose after everything went downhill, they set out on a journey to try and fix it, maybe. Or try to help us fix it, at least.
What a calamity has befallen our holy citadel. I ain't never seen anything like it in my long life. Times like this, we must be sure to help each other. Dig deep, dear one. I'll be needing a lot of rosaries to survive what's coming.
You still have nothing for sale. I'm sorry. I cannot give you any more rosaries. So, we set out into the coral chambers. This is not exactly the door I wanted to take, but you're dead already? Wow. There's a lot more changes to this than I thought. Oh, we do not want to take 2 damage from these things again. Let us not do that to ourselves. I said, let us not do that to ourselves. Welcome to the new coral chambers. They have lost their very gallant golden glow and are now in like this sodden blue. Sodden, is that the right word? I think sodden is correct, right? The sullen blue. Sullen is a lot more fitting. There we go. But yes, they are now all blue and decrepit, filled with ruins. A lot of the same enemies are still here. They are still fully traversable, but they are completely different to what they were like before. Which, again, I have to say, coolest fucking thing ever. Oh, hey, you got voided mid-battle. Yeah, now you have the powered-up abilities. That's the last attack. That's the last special voided attack we haven't seen yet. They can fire those at you. Remember that all their damage is buffed. If they dealt 1 damage before, they deal 2 damage now. That's the main rules. If they dealt 2 damage before, I don't believe it's buffed any further. You don't take 3 damage from these guys. Though it would kind of make sense if you did. I'm also glad for it, you know. This game is hard enough as is, you know. Okay. I'm kind of interested to see the Cogwork Core, but I can't actually go in there from here. I should also probably revisit the Whispering Vaults at some point, but hey, that's fine. We'll have plenty of chances to revisit these areas. For now, I would like to explore the immediate area, see some things, and then we're gonna head back down to Bone Bottom and have our little chat with the fellows. Oh no. Because as Hornet said, they slunk away back to their old church down there, the ruined chapel at the very beginning of the game. That is where we must go first. So yeah, ever since I played a little game you may have heard of called Terraria, I have been wanting a non-Terraria game to do something like that game's hard mode for a very long time. If you don't know, Terraria is this big, like, RPG kind of sandbox game. It's not really an RPG, but it's got plenty of RPG elements and mechanics to it, so you could probably call it one. It's at least one of its genre descriptions. Anyway, it's this sandbox game where it's a lot like Minecraft, but you fight a lot of bosses all throughout, and there's lots of enemies, and combat is a major focus compared to something like Minecraft. Partway through that game, you fight this boss called the Wall of Flesh. And it's down in, like, the deepest point of the world, and it feels like a really, like, you know, final climactic boss battle. But once you defeat him, the entire world changes in an event that's officially called Hard Mode. I don't know why they went with that name specifically. It's a little video gamey for my liking, but still. The entire world is, like, converted into this brand new state, and you cannot change it back. And this world in its new state is full of incredibly difficult enemies, or at least enemies way tougher than what you've been facing up until that point. And then in that phase of the game, the rest of the content then becomes available naturally. Even though the world itself barely changes, it's full of all this new stuff to see. It's like full of all these new enemies to fight and kill, which then drop new items, which then lead to new weapons, new bosses, and etc. It's one of the coolest things I've seen in a game, and it's nothing else in any non-Terraria game has quite matched that feeling of, like, world progression. Until now. Act 3 in Silksong is not quite what I had in mind. Like, it's not a full Terraria hard mode conversion, but it's as close as we're gonna get for a long time, I feel. Here is a new enemy. These things. They are, if I can check, void masses. These are all over the world. We have 7 to kill before we can complete the Hunter's Journal. Oh, hey, Chakra. Chakra has a journal entry. I kind of forgot characters have journal entries and I should read about them. She has lived a mere fraction of my lifetime, and yet her rings prove a ferocious match. As gifted warriors I've ever encountered, and one I am fortunate to call a friend. I wonder how she's doing after all this. Also, huge flea when I guess a large and marvelous a flea existed. I am pleased it saw sense before I had to strike a killing blow. They too seek the spectre of the haunting his heart, though I fear that foe would pose a challenge beyond their mortal limits. Probably would, to be honest. Heart of the Haunting, I think we've already read that, yeah. Wow, the warden flies. I still have to kill some more of those. Where even are warden flies anymore? Where do I find those guys? I guess I'll have to find out, because, like, I am vaguely planning to complete the Hunter's Journal in this playthrough. Oh no, the rosaries do bounce off of them. Okay, didn't work exactly like I thought. Oh wait, no, some of them are given me directly. Some of them are given to me directly, but many others are just dropped on the ground? Okay. I guess, sure, why not? That's bad, that's bad. So, if you're hit by a voided attack, the damage is not the only thing that happens. You receive a short debuff that drains a bit of your silk. It's not very much. Thankfully, it's not as bad as Muck Maggots at least, but it is still there, so yeah. Hiya! Man, even the Silk Spear, even all these hits I'm dishing out, they're just no longer enough to kill these guys in a reasonable amount of time anymore. Look at how many more hits these guys are taking. It's crazy. Oh, we got another Void Mass over there. I guess I can take my Silk Shot. You know what? Let's use Quick Sling. Bam, bam! Okay, that wasn't the greatest use of it in the world. But yes, the Void Masses, they just use the same 3 voided attacks, and that's all they do. All right, I'm throwing 2 of my... I hope both of these are counting as hits. Both of these boomerangs, because, you know... It's kind of a waste of a perk and abilities. If it wasn't, just say it. I'm almost out of them, and it's not even dead. There we go. Yeah, I don't really like quick sling very much. What can I say? Hi, are you voided? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Not every enemy is voided, but plenty of them are. And plenty others will be voided as you're fighting them, which is always super fun when that happens. Oh man, remember just how beautiful and atmospheric and awesome this room used to be when we first discovered it way back at the start of Act 2? And now, look at it. It's got the giant void tendrils in the background, it's got ruins everywhere, it's nowhere near as golden looking, it looks like the sun is set. Man. As far as I remember, if I remember correctly, this is the only area to change this significantly in Act 3, but oh, don't worry. Every single area around the world has those void tendrils in the background and foreground. Like, you see the ramifications of what you have done all over the place. You can never escape it. This is one of the coolest things games can do. They change the world in such a way, they change the world around you in such a way as a result of your actions, as a constant reminder of what you've done. And this is why I love the story of Silksong compared to not only the first Hollow Knight, but also, Souls-likes in general. Because something a lot of Souls-likes, the From Software catalog, and even Hollow Knight itself likes to do, is that it has a lot more lore than story. Like, the actual story you take part in as the player really isn't that interesting. Oh, hello. This is one of your resting spots, I guess. How's it going?
Gilded One, remained of the Citadel has been torn apart by the Black Threads. Still, you keep to your duty? While voices still fill the great chambers, the sacred task of the Sentinels continues. To defend, to protect.
Also, I just noticed, this is not the same Choral Chambers music as before. It's a lot more echoey now than it used to be, which does make sense. Very fitting choice. Still absolutely nothing in this room. What a fucking waste. Anyway, what was I saying before? Oh yeah. Compared to all those other games, which are a lot more lore than story, the story you take part in is very simple, and all the depth of, the narrative is in the background. It's the background story. The stuff that doesn't directly involve you. Silksong says, nah. It puts a story front and center. There's still plenty of lore, but it puts a story front and center, and it makes you feel responsible for so many things happening in the world. I mean, Bellheart was, trapped and ensnared in a bunch of bullshit when we found it, and we helped free them from it. Songclave didn't even exist until we rang the bell, and a bunch of pilgrims came up there and settled down there. And Fleetopia over here started as just a little caravan down below, and we found their flea buddies and helped them move up throughout the world so that they can find that resting spot. All of the different settlements, with the exception of Bone Bottom, are started essentially by Hornet. So not only do you have that, but then you just have Act 3 as a whole. You help set up this snare that, at least the guy, the caretaker, promises will go well. It'll, remove the queen from the world, and yeah, everything will be fine. Don't worry, trust me on this one. But then it happens, and then it ends up making everything worse. The entire world is now affected with void tendrils. The entire game is harder. There's void tendrils in every single area, as I've already said. The choral chambers are no longer as beautiful looking. Songclave has lost its gorgeous theme music, and all the people there are super downtrodden and no longer confident anymore. And as we're about to see, that has also impacted the rest of the world too. I absolutely love this, and I wish games would do this more. In so many games, you might wrap up some kind of side quest somewhere, and that's literally, all that changes. Or even as you go through main progression, there might be very little change to the world as you progress. Silksong says, nah, we're gonna remove your fast travel creature and replace it with something a lot more menacing as a result of this. New objective. Descend into the Bellway and defeat the hostile creature within. I can stop yapping about my last tangent to yap about a new tangent. The idea of some hostile entity inside the fast travel tunnels that you never get to explore is a really cool one. Let's fight. Oh no, it's Metroid Zero mission! The Bell Eater! Alright, so it'll pop out from the ground. I think you can hit it in the head. Yes, you can barely hit it in the head. And then it pops out its ass and poops on you. It's so weird. I love it though. Okay, it does deal 2 damage as expected. Alright, bam. Okay, I want to watch for it trying to slice at me with those little grabbers. No, it's gonna vomit. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Do that. I really gotta switch my Silk skill out. Okay, I find its poop attack to be a little hard to dodge for my liking. Uh-oh, more room, that's never a good sign. Okay. Oh, bells are falling. Okay. Do you remember the Bell Beast fight from the beginning of the game? That's basically what that's doing. Okay. I need to be able to heal somebody soon, so I'd appreciate it if you could put your ass somewhere nice. Okay, there we go. Think it'll shoot those back and forth. So if you have that pattern down, don't worry about it. Oh no, okay, you're slicing and dicing and making everything nicing. Yeah, if it's the ass end, it will not slash at you with its claws, which is good to know. Oh, that was close. Gotta bounce on it to keep your height. Bounce on it with your pogo. Make sure you have a good pogo equipped. A pogo you're good at. Thank you, Magnetite Dice. Love that ability, man. Okay, there we go. No, not doing that. We're gonna go heal. Oh, no. No, come on. Come on. I was at the last fucking frame of the heal. How did that not count? Alright. It's fine, I guess. I'll just build back up there slowly but surely. Okay. Avoiding you. Heal. Go. Okay. I avoided successfully. I still have my fractured mask too. Oh no. I'm not about to. I have a feeling I'm not about to. Yeah, this is a tough fight, for sure. But hey, we are in the late game officially. No reason for the fights to not be tough anymore. Okay, yeah, just watch its angle. Don't go for the 3rd hit there because, yeah, that's not a good idea. No, come on. I was doing well. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, gonna get my thing back. This does, however, make me very concerned for the fate of the Bell Beast. Like, the Bell Eater? I mean, you eat bells, right? Not Bell Beasts. There's a big difference there. I'm sure, right? Alright, let me pull out my thing. Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really useful. I should be doing that more. Should also be using Silk Spear and also aiming it properly. That's what I should be doing. Oh, no, not doing that. Its head is so hard to hit, man. Alright, bam. No, not going for a 3rd hit, I see. Bam. Stay out of the way of the vomit. So these are like its only 2 attacks. Okay, then phase 2 begins. It'll begin rushing from side to side. You can hit it on the head right there with the pogo to make it easier. Neat. Get back to it. It's been an age since I fought this boss, so yeah. No surprise I lost to it the first time. Awesome. I'm just gonna use that again. Why not? I should probably use my tools. Let's use you. I still have Quick Sling. Oh no. I threw them both the wrong way. Alright. Here comes his head. Do. Here comes his head. Never mind. It didn't go anywhere. Hey, okay. I can actually kind of touch its body safely. I didn't know that. Oh no, that's bad. I'm just gonna heal right away. No, don't you dare. Thank you. I got a net gain of 1 health. I'll take it. I'll take anything, as long as it's health. Ah, crap, I was trying to aim properly. Alright. Cool. Alright, it always, I think, poops 3 times in phase 2. That makes sense. Yeah, so you can just bob and weave between them like that. Bam. Alright. Stabbing your ass. Get his ass! Alright, do that. Let's trying to aim for his head there, didn't really work. I wonder how much extra damage you can get on him between them, because I have a feeling you could get a lot. Oh, you can actually bounce the explosives away from yourself. You know what you can't do, though? Undo the damage dealt by that attack, because Jesus Christ, that was a lot of damage. All right, phase 3. Beautiful finish. Love that. Thank you so much, Bellbeast. I'm so glad to see your saver. Sorry, Era. I've given you a name. Thank you so much, Era.
Ada.
She comforts her. Or she comforts her. I forgot about that. Hold up and D with the needle in to play this new song she's singing to us. And here we have why people refer to the Bellbeast as a she. Learn the Beastling Call. Hold up and D to mimic the song of the Bellbeast. Summon the Beastlings and return together to their mother. Oh, it's official! I wasn't aware of that. Somehow. I swear I've played this game before, guys. I kind of wish we could stay down in that room a little longer because there's something kind of worth noting. A friend of mine recently has pointed out a theory. Oh my god, the Beastlings are gonna be there every single freaking, every single time that we fast travel now. That's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna switch out my Silk skill real quick. I don't know if I want to go with Cross Stitch. I could probably bring back Cross Stitch actually now. Let's go for it. There we go. But a little thing. Note how the head of the Bell Eater kind of looks like Hornet. Same red, same white, like jaw-looking thing on top. This could be the reason why the Bellbeast attacks Hornet at first, at the beginning of the game. It believes that she is the Bell Eater. Also, new save room theme. I'll be honest, the last save room theme of the game, kinda mid. I much prefer the original Hollow Knights, but now that we're in Act 3, all the save rooms across the world play a different theme. A much more ominous sounding theme. It still somehow sounds relaxing despite it all though. It's really well done overall. I mean, the soundtrack for this game is really well done on the whole, but yeah. Whereas the last save room theme was just kind of bland and there, I guess. This one, I don't know. It's peaceful but scary at the exact same time, which I suppose matches the tone for when you're resting on a bench in the middle of this doomed world. Let's go see how Bellheart is doing. Clearly the station's intact. Yeah, that's about what I thought.
Dear resident, to see you return alive is such a glimmer of light, even as the dark descends upon us all. All these pilgrims gathered here. I had not expected so many to survive. The destruction beyond these bells suggested worse. Indeed, things should be worse. Would be worse, but for your tall warrior friend, her of those shining rings, who so fortunately chose our town to camp. That brave bug now acts alone to guard our town and those pilgrims who flee for it. For her efforts, our shells have stayed safe, though how long she can remain at that task, I do not dare to consider.
Hava is no longer singing in Bellheart. And the beautiful Bellheart theme that I had you listen to last time is gone. Instead, it's replaced with a piece of ambience that isn't in the soundtrack for some reason. Christopher Larkin, please, for the love of God, add your fucking ambient pieces to the soundtrack. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Statue in the background is broken. The gold color is gone. There's yet more downtrodden pilgrims down there. These platforms are broken. You have to double jump up here now. Oh, hello.
I have departed to pay my respects at the graves within the Great Wood. Pinmaster Pliny.
Okay, good to know. I might set out on a little quest to go find him real quick. How's our house? Okay, our house is still perfectly intact. That's nice. Let me take a rest in our bed after everything we've been through and seen. Go back out. You have anything new to say in here?
What now? What's all that great racket? What is it?
Greetings, ma'am. It is only I. If you are disturbed by the renting of these lands, I fear some blame is mine to bear.
Blame, is it? Those who come after us get abortion blame as they see fit.
Apportion, not abortion.
For now, my collection is the only thing that matters. I must protect it.
Sure thing, buddy. Whatever you say. You keep doing that. You keep being yourself. How are you guys doing?
Miss Courier, what horror here! The caves shake, crying pain of hurt most savage! And see all our poor friends below, newly found, crowded inside this home of bells, hearts fast for fear! But what for you? You are here to help, yes, the deliverings, they are needed now at most! When caves turn dark, the deliverings are essential, more than more!
Songclave supplies, Fleetopia supplies. That's gonna send me in the opposite direction of where I'm trying to go right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'll do it later, though. I am going to need some more rosaries eventually, so that'll be the perfect opportunity to do it.
Fellow resident, welcome home. The world may quake and crumble and threaten its end, but while my shell stays safe, my shop stays open.
You can still buy the spa from her. That's the last thing we have yet to buy from you, but it costs 1,000 rosaries, and I'm unfortunately nowhere near that level. So, instead, let's head out into Shellwood and try to find the Pinmaster Pliny. Hell, okay, where did that come from? Thank you, Magnetite Dice. Hi, Chakra. How's it going out here? Clearly not super great. Oh my god. Okay, 2 damage. Wow.
Chakra, you pitch yourself against the black-threaded bugs. They are dangerous foes, even for a hardened warrior.
I relish such danger and have little choice besides. These creatures besiege the town within. They're relentless and empowered.
It is the void stretched up into this world and its husks. I know it well, this force, this nature. If it senses soul within, it will drive voracious towards it.
As you say, many bugs now huddled within the bells. Nowhere else is safe with this black threat rising. Some luck at least that I chose to remain and can offer my rings as a defense.
Chakra, I seek to end this new disaster, for in it I share much blame. But no, I shall need time to complete my task. I ask you hold fast until then. This town and its bugs need a guardian, and I can think of none better.
Very well, Hornet-wielding Needle. A pact made strong. If you're working towards the Venom's end, I shall fight with faith renewed. Seek swift to claim our crying land, Hornet-wielding Needle, and know that I shall remain here to stand against these husks gone dark. I just love this idea of you causing this huge disaster to fall upon the land of Farloom and then you having to save it from something you caused. It kind of reminds me of Half-Life in that way, where, like, you know, in Half-Life, Gordon Freeman is technically the direct cause of the Black Mesa incident. He pulled the trigger to make it happen. He didn't know it would happen, of course, and neither did any of the other scientists. Well, some of them kind of knew something awry would go, but they didn't say anything about it. But still, it's like, in that game, that whole incident is technically your own fault. So as you fight through it, there's this constant feeling in the back of your mind, like, I did this. I am the reason that I'm suffering this much. Like, I am the cause of all this chaos, and I have to do my best to redeem myself with it. And I definitely love that aspect of that game, and I love it here too. It's so fucking cool. I cannot say it enough. This is how you make the player feel... Sorry, I'm trying to think of the right words right now, but like, this is how you make a story in a game properly respond to the player's actions. This is how you make an immersive story in a video game. And the fact that it's coming from a Souls-like of all things, a genre of games that never tell a story because they're embarrassed to for some reason. Like, I love this. This is just so fucking cool. I cannot say it enough, and I'm gonna continue to say it as we progress. For now, I believe, yes. There he is. There's Mr. Pliny. If you don't remember him, it's been a while since we've last met him. Yeah, he's the guy who repairs all your shit. Repairs your nail. Unfortunately, we do have a... What? You spawned on top of me? Mean and rude. Bro literally just spawned on top of me and acted like that was fair. Okay, sure. There was probably an indicator, but it was hidden behind Pliny if there was. Okay, stay away, because those are gonna, those are gonna lash out. Then we do that. Alright, here we go, here we go. Bam! Oh, nice! I got a different enemy by countering. That's so funny! By parrying that one enemy's attack, I killed a different enemy. Alright, fear not, Pliny, you are safe. Welly, oh, what a fearful fright you've saved poor Pliny from. Such a delight at longest last to see that fine needle dance and sing. These are deadly roads to wander, Pinmaster, especially with the black-soaked threads tearing the lands apart. Your greatest chance for safety lies in Belhart with your fellows. You can protect one another and perhaps in time, rebuild. Oh yes, of course. 'Twas not Pliny's wish to abandon his dear bell friends, but with the world now ending, I had to come and say one last farewell to my sweet Melatola. Bro's name almost sounds like melatonin, I have to say, I'm sorry. I should be returning though, quite rightly. Our town will be needing a Pinmaster's fine work now more than ever. Ah, how well romantic it would have been if the lost pilgrim struck me down beside her grave. Oh, sorry, she's a she. To lie together forever as the world crumbles all around. But fortune has claimed otherwise, and perhaps 'tis best for this humble pinmaster to continue his trade a little longer. These uncertain times will bring much new work, I should think. I almost thought that said New York. These trying times shall bring much New York. I love my misreads sometimes. Okay, you know, why don't I just... Yeah, I'm right here. I may as well just descend down to Bone Bottom manually. No reason to go back and seek a Bellway station. Anyway, I don't think I officially gone over it, but we have unlocked the ability to essentially warp back to the last fast travel station we used. Hey! Garmund and Zaza! You never see them outside the Citadel until this point, so that's cool. Oh no, okay, we got a big boy up there. Let's hope it doesn't kill him. Oh crap, that didn't really work, did it? Gonna do that. Hopefully the boomerangs can get the Mass of Souls. That's not its name, it's Void Mass, but there's an enemy in Dark Souls called the Mass of Souls, or at least that's what the community calls it, and so... I was kind of relating it to that, even though it's not at all alike. Alright, bam. Perfect. Down it goes.
Britala, ha ha!
Let's talk to him since it's the first time we're meeting. Britala, ha ha ha! Well met, sister. Though the beastly citadel has finally been slain, still the lands caught beneath it suffer. The evils long done by that cursed place have sunk into the kingdom's very foundations, and now they rise up as a black sickness. This darkness, it is a curse deadlier than the haunting, a force from far below that will consume all if given the opportunity. Just so, and while wickedness still stalks these lands, our horned lance shall not rest. Zaza and I will fight through these cursed lands until every last one of the black twisted fiends has been cut down. Don't take that dialogue out of context, please. Oh hey, that's the thing to exchange for rosary necklaces. Never use those, never plan on it. That's only if you're, like, not confident in keeping hold of your rosaries, and I am very confident that I can keep hold of my rosaries. Alright, sup guys, hope none of you are voided, because that would be annoying. I think my one slight issue with voided enemies is, well, actually I have a couple, but one of them is that it's kind of like a tacked-on feature where it definitely feels like these enemies aren't balanced around it, like... The game isn't designed to have these little flying bugs that try to run into you dealing 2 damage per hit, and there's a reason, you know? And so when they do fly into you and deal 2 damage, it just feels wrong. Alright, welcome back to the elevator's gone. And so's the statue. And so is Bone Bottom. Yep. Bone Bottom is straight up fucking gone. You thought the towns losing their beautiful music was bad? Wait until you see the first town in the game no longer exists. God, I love this. Like, coming down here and seeing this for the first time, I do remember going like, holy shit. We fucked up. We fucked up. We made the wrong choice. I mean, it was the only, like, cool choice, though, frankly. But still. Still. Like, what have we done? Crazy. Absolutely love it. I believe there is something new to see in the Marrow as a result of this. I shall go to see that eventually. But for now, I don't want to get too much farther away from the ruined chapel. I believe, yeah, we just saw in our objective marker, we need to go down to the basement. She's gone. The first NPC we talked to, the first friendly face we met in the world. Apparently, she had quite a sinister plan running all along. Cowards! Here you hide, even as you cause your own land's demise. You seem displeased, old one. We only did as you asked, yes? The snare is sprung, the creature consumed. You bound it to that void. Don't play daft. You should well know our family's fixations. Surely you had a hunch. How else could we hope to trap one of your pale kin, or see her consumed with such insatiable efficiency?
Catastrophe.
Then you have miscalculated gravely. The White Knight, she fell with the mother. Uh-huh, the Quakes, yes? We have felt their force even here. So the mother resists the dark? To save the child?
They're talking about Lace, by the way. Lace is the child.
That is my guess. I must descend to the void below and see clear that truth for myself. Oh, how unfortunate. All of Farloom will fall to her flailing. So it may, but I will not watch idle while it crumbles. The groaning docks beyond the caverns of bone. There I have seen a vessel able to pass below, a heavy bell built for descent. I need only gain access and an operator to assist. I will investigate the docks and uncover the means. You'd be the first in an age to dive so deep, old one. That space below remains long unseen, even to our family. For those depths, I am more prepared than most. I will reach the base of this land and know the truth of the new disaster we together have wrought.
So yeah, it wasn't an intentional mistake on their part. Their trap just ended up failing because they didn't expect Grandmother Silk would be powerful enough to resist it. But she is, and that's causing new problems. So basically, this is Grandmother Silk's haunting power combined with the power of the Void. A very powerful force, as we may know from the first game. It's, after all, the force you utilize to take out the Radiance in that game.
Quakes, this collapse will take Farloom all. If the Void doesn't claim it first, surely you've seen them, the black threads that rack your lands. The dark leeches up, possessed upon the fallen monarch Silk. Farloom's roads were not safe before. Now they'll prove impassable. Those pilgrims still alive in your lands best huddle and hope. If there can be another end to this, it is up to us to discover it.
I can rest on the bench right next to him. Let me just refill my silk real quick. Hope y'all don't mind. Can I talk to you two? Can I play music to you two? Oh, they all sing. Hide and wait. A kingdom lost. Our power. Hide and watch. Okay, so that is our next objective, to head over to Deep Docks. Ooh, we get to talk to the Forge Daughter again. It's been a dragon's age since I actually got to talk to her last time, so that'd be cool. And yes, Hornet is talking about this bell at the deepest point of the entire map. We saw it way back when, couldn't do anything with it, until now. Yeah, in the meantime, I guess to end the video, I could always go over there and do it. I mean, we are coming close to an hour, but I can go on a little longer. Last video was fairly short anyway, so yeah.
Flickering flame, 5 masks swirled soul, brought and boiled, 4 stones rage-baked, crushed powder course, 3 shells fresh from pilgrims fallen to contain and age.
That's a recipe for something. Some kind of spell, perhaps? So these guys are snail shamans. You meet a snail shaman at the very beginning of Hollow Knight who gives you the first spell in that game, where you can, like, use soul to, like, blast out the Vengeful Spirit, the most underrated ability in the early game of that game. And then throughout the rest of that game, you'll find other such temple areas. Okay, cannot jump up there, but that does look like a place we will be able to access eventually, so that's good to know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, you can find other such, like, ancestral mounds and the like. There's only, like, 4 flies left in this area. There used to be a whole flock, but now there's only a few. That is such a cool detail. I love that. You would find other dead snail shamans throughout the game that would give you upgrades to your spells, or even give you new spells altogether. And then you could go back to the main one who's still alive, and he'll say, like, you must have found my cousin or something. But yes, those guys are snail shamans. They have some kind of magic power, and I believe that tablet on the wall is, like, saying what the ingredients are for accessing the new power. I think, possibly. That might be how it works. I'm not too sure. Anyway, back into the marrow we go. There is something new to see here. I'm going to venture over to the deep docks manually. You can use the Bellway Station if you want. And yes, even though Bone Bottom itself is destroyed, the Bellway Station is still there. I guess the void powers that destroyed it didn't see fit to get rid of the fast travel hub. Thank you, I very much appreciate that. In the meantime, though, I want to say around this region of the marrow, there should be something new for us to see. I really need to dequip Quicksling. I really do, because, like, it's just causing me to use up so much crap that I don't want to use up. Yes. Back where the flea caravan once was, is a new little settlement. Though not a full-blown town by any means.
Ah, miss. Of course you'd be the one to survive through all this, capable as you seem and all. It's a sad thing, but I can't say most folk down here fared so fortunate. Our once fine camp below ain't no longer safe for any bug, all crushed and consumed by this black calamity.
Nowhere is safe, sir, but I am glad you few remain. No, I shall work to fix this, as best as I'm able.
Calming our raging world? That's a lofty goal, miss. I'm not thinking any one bug would be able to stop these happenings, but it's heartening to know you still got fire enough to feel different. Rest here with us long as you like. Little company's about the best thing we few are wishing for now.
This is Flick the Fixer. We talked to him back in Act 1 all that time ago, and then I think he just stopped being available to talk to afterwards. But yes, we have talked to him before. He's the one who built the Wish Wall, our first Wish Wall that gave us the first few filler fetch quests. This is the survivors' camp, and it takes the place where the flea caravan once was. All the survivors, or at least this guy, and the other survivors from Bone Bottom ended up here. I believe you only know this place as the survivors' camp because there are new delivery missions available from the couriers, which are known as, like, survivors' camp supplies, and they send you to deliver it down here. I will absolutely make sure to do that soon, at some point at least. I absolutely want to deliver more supplies to places because I think at this stage in the story it is more important than ever. Hi guys, you two are still here. You are still normal. Haven't been taken over by Void. Then now you have. Look at that. Grandmother Sil clearly knows where we are because she keeps voiding enemies that we are actively fighting. She's watching us. I think that's a cool aspect to it. I mean, technically she's been watching us the whole time before, but it's just, never truly pointed it out until now because she was like, reanimating those corpses way back then. Hi, buddy, you're even grayer than you were before. Oh, Garmendazaza again. All right, hold on. My God, I've used up almost my entire supply of boomerangs on you and you're still not dead. Apparently this guy's finished his combat over here. Well, met sister, the attack of okay. He says the same thing every time you encounter him. You'll just find him fighting throughout the whole kingdom. Very cool. All right, welcome back to Deep Docks. Let us go and meet the Forge Daughter and see what we can do. This is the right way. Okay, wasn't sure at first. Bam. First time I've been hit on lava in quite a while. Let's heal up there. I don't really know what the point is of having a bench so close to the bench at the beginning, but maybe it's because I can't remember. It's been so long since the first journey through Deep Docks, I can't remember if we had to, take the long way around or what. All right, Quicksling. We are taking this off. I don't like it. I don't like Quicksling. I don't like it, Sam I am. We're gonna put on instead... Sure, why not Longclaw? Let's see how it works with Hunter's Crest. Wow, look at that. That's such a huge increase. I'm glad that they went with the Mark of Pride and not a long nail for this game's equivalent of that. Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's fine.
Forge Daughter, these black quakes now rack your lands. I am seeking to see them quelled at their source below the lakes of flame.
You wish to descend so deep, Pointy Bug. It is true these dogs possess a craft capable. Alas, we ourselves cannot help. Whether Farloom's health or fall, our charge ties us to this forge always. Ballo there is the bug to ask, and if our fate is as dire as your action suggests, we are sure he's only needing of some quick convincing.
You have anything new to sell? Nope. Okay. You're planning passage below. Belle's the one to assist you. So she's talking about her helper over here, who, when we talked to him before, just said, buzz off, you. If you're planning passage below, yes, okay. Let's talk to you. Ow.
Yanara.
Sir, I have need to head below the lakes of flame. There is a diving bell at the base of the structure that seemed fit for the task. I require it opened and an operator to send it deep. As one of few upon these docks with mind still sound, that role must fall to you.
Can't you see I'm busy, miss? Ain't got time for naught else while the shoveling needs doing.
Choose to aid me, or all your efforts will soon be wasted. This kingdom crumbles. Its collapse is inevitable. If you wish for your work and your life to continue, you must help me now.
So it's gotten that bad, eh? I guess, if that's how it is, I'll be your bug. Meet me below at the diving bell. We'll see if I can get you ready for the drop.
They didn't feel like adding a walking animation, did they? He even took his furnace with him. It's like strung to his back now. All right, well, I guess we're going all the way back down into the deeper docks. Also, Grandmother Silk screaming just then and the whole screen turning gray and the crumbling noises, that will continue to happen periodically throughout the entirety of Act 3. It's just a thing that will happen now. Another really cool detail and a constant reminder of what you've done. I love this game. It's so cool. You know, back when I first played this game, when it released, I had all my little frustrations with it, and at the time, I was thinking, if it weren't for the fact that it was the only game I played in 2025, would I actually be able to label this Game of the Year? I'd say yes. On this second run, I would absolutely be able to label it my Game of the Year of 2025. No doubts about that. I haven't played Expedition 33, considering it's Unreal Engine 5 and probably is like 70 gigabytes, I don't have much interest in it. I'm sure it's a very awesome game, but like, God, this one is so good. So good in so many ways. It does new things I've never seen adventure games try to do for such a long time, such as Act 3, you know. I have not seen... I mean, there's a few other games that try something similar. Both Final Fantasy VI and Dragon Quest XI literally destroy their world halfway through. And then you go through, like, a brand new overworld, so that's kind of similar, but still... Very few, like, Metroidvanias, action RPGs or whatever, things of this nature, very few of them try it. Very few of my favorite ones try something like this. So to see Silksong strive to do something like this and succeed in almost every way, I absolutely love it. All right. Let's head back to the diving bell. We're gonna descend into our next area of content warning, I guess. Because you ride a diving bell down to the weird structures in that game.
Oh, miss, how's all this then? A lot of dials to be tracking, but at least the controls seem in good order. From here, I can guide your bell down, best as any bug.
Then you've no prior experience with this type of transport?
No one does, miss. Them that used to dive are all long dead, or cursed to half-life.
No! Cursed to be the same fate as Half-Life? They will never be properly completed? There will never be a third one? Sorry, it just made me think of it. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot that so I can maybe make a meme of it later.
And there ain't no bug left alive been brave or stupid enough to try. Till now, at least. I'll work as best as I can. Can't do much more, I'm afraid. At least the forging of these docks were built to last. Like the Dead by Daylight perk. Now we've only gotta pray they hold for you. Here's the key that'll see you inside its metal belly. Pop in there once you're feeling good and ready. In the meantime, I'll get to seeing things set up here.
The diving bell key. Thank you very much, sir. All right, let's go. What's the description of this? Small workers key unlocks the door to the diving. Okay. Do it. Open up. Open sesame. Bench. I can speak.
Sir, I wish to depart. Please ready the bell for travel.
Sure thing, miss. Sit on the bench, and I'll send you down.
Here we go. Brand new part of the world we've never seen before.
Sir, if you can hear me, there has been an accident during the descent. In this broken state, the bell is unfit for travel. Retrieve it if you may, but I shall not return within.
Stick or tree accessible. Cannot prepare Ari is.
He's saying sorry, miss. Understandable. Well, I sure hope there is a way back out of here, Hornet. I sure hope you're confident in that. Break down the door, that's our only choice. We find ourselves somewhere brand new. Oh my god, it's not even showing the map of Farloom. That is how far out of the woods we are. Or how far deep into this, how deep into the thick of it we are. There we go. See some lava up there? Doesn't this look familiar? I feel like I've seen this before. From this little video game called, Hollow Knight? Shadow Creepers. Shell-plated worm found only in the deepest depths. Seems to survive despite consuming no food or liquid. Let's read about the Bell Eater real quick. A monster in the classic form Tales from Use. Its slaying was done as much by my fierce traveling companion as by myself. The Bell Beast is so strong. She's so cool. Let's head right. I think this is a dead end. Okay, we got a bunch of shell shards. Sure, I'll take those. And that's it. Cool. Pointless dead end. We love it. We love pointless dead ends in Silksong. My favorite aspect of the game. It's the abyss. But not the same abyss. This is a different abyss. Oh god. A different abyss in mostly layout, but also in many, many other aspects. First of all, I mean, the abyss back in Hallownest didn't have these, or this guy in it. Got a brand new enemy here to not just the abyss, but to Silksong in general. I forget what they do. Oh yeah, they launch at you and then they will grab you, the Gloom Sack. They will grab you and I think deal 2 damage. It's the most annoying fucking thing ever, and I cannot wait to not enjoy fighting any of them. Hello there. Okay, cool. Cannot wait for them to be the most insufferable pieces of crap ever. Oh yeah, and they home in on you really, really well. I guess that's why I never really liked them. Jump across. Do this. Bam. Bam. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Bounce on you. I have to fight you in midair. Oh, come on. Oh no. Yeah, it starts. At least they die. At least they die when you free yourself from them. That's like the one saving grace about them. Otherwise, they're annoying as hell. May as well heal. Got plenty for another Silk Seal afterwards if I feel like it. And now, big annoying piece of shit number 2 is this thing. Oh boy, do I love this thing. And by love, I mean despise with all the power of my being. Go! Okay, then I'm going to... No, that's vomit. Abyss vomit. I hate abyss vomit. Abyss vomit, not good. Boomerangs, kill you. Thank you. Okay. What are you called and how many of you will I have the displeasure of killing? Okay. Thank God. I thought it would have been like something like 10. A Gargant Gloom. Tubular beast. Tubular, dude. Uniquely stuffed with something. I didn't read the rest of it. Probably not super important. Alright, let's go. Oh, you can avoid him in that tunnel underneath. That's cute. Do that. Stay above the spikes. As you know, spikes are harmful. Don't think I need to tell you that. Man, we're already inside of this third act's namesake, but I guess that's still slower than entering Act 2's namesake, which was... and Act 1's as well. Act 1's name was Farloom, and Act 2's name is Citadel of Song, and you enter those places fucking instantly. Here, though, it took us quite a while to get down here to the Abyss, where Act 3 takes place. Could you imagine? I'm just gonna do a slight spoiler alert. The entirety of Act 3 does not take place back here, down here. We will be returning up to Farloom. I'm just imagining now what this game could have been like if the Abyss was not just like one small area, but rather like an entire second fucking map that was Act 3 exclusive. Like, could you imagine that? That would be insane, but that's not what it did. That's not what they did. And I'm glad that that's not what they did, because that would also be a little bit much. I guess I'm going this way. What's this way? Arcane Egg down here? By any chance? Oh, okay, bye. I don't know, what is this? Where am I going? I think going right is the wrong way. Is the optional way. So let's go right first. I'm just gonna dash across that, not even try jumping. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a thing up above. Plenty of thorns down below. I have a feeling this is going to take me to some kind of obstacle course. Looks like it is. Very cool. Bam. 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 Nope. No, 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 no. Yeah. I let go of the stupid Drifter's Cloak too many times. I need to bounce off that one. I see now. I see why it's there. Bam. Bam. No! Come on. Don't do this. Dude, this platform is so weirdly placed. Oh, whatever. It's okay. Alright. Done with that. Hello there. There is an arcane egg! I was joking! I forgot this was in the game! What? I was joking about there being an arcane egg, but I guess there is! Okay. A relic from the ancient past, highly prized by collectors of historical items. It does make sense, but still. Oh, wow. It's the Shadow Creeper, but big! Oh, no! 5 more? Isn't that the only one in the game? What do you mean 5 more? Don't make me grind that stupid thing. Oh, whatever. Alright, gonna do that. Okay, now we go down. Now we yell timber. Because that's all we can do. Hello there. Okay. Let's go left. This will probably get us... Okay, good. There is more than one of them. I hope I can get the journal entries for all the enemies down here on this first visit, because I'd rather not revisit this area if I end up going for the Hunter's Journal. Hello? You look kind of like Midwife from the first game, not gonna lie.
Erase our fear, eliminate our desire, to suffer no more. Void, cleanse us.
Okay. Was that left by the Weavers? That looked kind of Weaverish. It looked kind of like a Weaverish tablet. And this thing here looks kind of like a Weaver structure. So does this. Looks like a Weave Nest almost. Alright, well, jump across. Oh, that's not good. Okay, yeah, those Void Tendrils actually, like, grab the platforms. That's cool. Because normally that's just a hazard. You fall on it, you take damage. That's it. But no, they actually grab the platforms out from under you. That's cool. That's a really cool twist in that. Refill Silk. And continue on. Also, no, I still don't have the map of this place.
Here you lie, Monarch. Sunk so deep, yet still you cling to life. Would you let your hands be choked black to protect just her?
Let your lands, not your hands.
Spider dear, what a delight to have you visit. It is oh so lonely here at the bottom of the world. I cannot share your mirth, child. Your small rebellion above now causes this kingdom's collapse. Letting you live was my rebellion, Spider. I've denied my mother your silken strength. I've won. She can thrash and waste and know her pathetic broken child caused the mortal wound. Rejoice and let it all come down. I will not. I have already stood the sentinel for one dying land. That role I will never play again. While I live and possess the strength to resist, this kingdom and the bugs within it shall not fall. Spider, Spider, what a marvelous specimen you are. You fight and fight, heedless as the world crumbles around you. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you'll be vainly swinging your blade. There may still be a way to prevent that fate. I will claim the hidden power, the bloom that repels the dark. Those snails share some fault in the snare, and their callous use of the void. They shall help me now to seek its counter. I will return, child, when I bear the strength to dive below and cut this land finally free of your mother's grasp.
Escape the abyss. We're gonna need a little extra power in order to do that, so let's climb ahead. There's our ultimate objective. To obtain something that resists the void, so we can dive down there, fight Grandmother Silk, and end this catastrophe once and for all. Also, take notice to the background. Notice that the void threads are becoming more and more straight as we move this way. Throughout the rest of the world, if only I could see it, throughout the rest of the world, the black threads in the environment will be angled depending on that area's position from the abyss. Just like how whenever you played the needle in for an enemy and you could see the little strand of silk on their heads, it would point up towards the cradle. Now the void threads point down to the abyss. Another amazing detail. Climb up these platforms. Oh man, most of those shell shards are going to waste. Why are you giving them to me here? Why are you giving me those shell shards here? Silly game. This way. Got you. You charge. You charge ahead, and I make a weird noise. Don't ask. Don't ask what kind of noise that was. I don't have an answer. Alrighty. Pow. Oh no. You know what? Can I just do this? I was hoping I could, like, hold on. Can I do the most petty use of cross-stitch in the entire game? I want to do this. Okay. Gotta position myself. Fuck! Okay, I ran out of silk now. Just gotta attack normally, I guess. Or I could have waited a little bit and then hit it once and then tried again. I'm not fighting you. I don't care. Actually, journal entry. I kind of do care. There we go. How many of you do I need to kill now? 6. Hi there. I was just, like, thinking a few days ago, on, like, why do you obtain the final major ability where you do? That doesn't make much sense. I stand corrected. It does make sense. Weave nest as Absolum. We shall use the power from within this weave nest to absolve this problem. I don't know if that's what absolve means, but it's what it means to me, damn it. We cool? No, we not cool. We have to take the long way around. Got it. Understood. Oh, you can't do this to me. Stop giving me other areas. A rune scroll depicting void given form. We've unlocked the entry for void tendrils. The void that will claim all things. In the barbed forms that chooses its nature can be seen clear. It will lash out. It will grab, and it will killing. What is the fucking point of that? A complete dead end filled with spikes? What the fuck is the point of this? Why put it in the game? I don't know. Anyway, out here we go. Our final ability.
Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours. Reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom.
Found the ancestral art Silksong. Hold down plus S, fling the needle upwards and launch to tremendous heights. Silk will be expended. For some reason. That's not good. No, wrong button. Super jump! Go! Oh, I love it. The Silksong is very fun to use, and is not only a great traversal technique, but it is also required to access many little areas throughout Farloom. Where are those areas? I have no idea, because they're honestly mostly hidden. It's a bit weird. Like, the places where you have to use Silksong all throughout the world are extremely well hidden, to the point that I have the feeling most players are never gonna find all of them. And I guess that's fine, but some of them have, like, required content for 100% behind them, so I'm still not really sure I understand that design choice. But hey, we just got the Farsight Retracted Weaver Surveillance Instrument. Once assembled, the device will allow observation over vast distances. The Farsight can be assembled in a home. What do you say we try to travel back up to Farloom, assemble the Farsight, and then that will be the end of this first video of Act 3. How's that sound? In the meantime, before we do that though, I'm afraid I do have to fight all the enemies in this area because I want the journal entries and The game's not gonna give me the journal entries that easily if I don't fight him now, so here we go. Time to suffer for him. Let's go. Pow! Fuck you. Gotta defeat, I think, 5 more now. There should be plenty in previous areas, though. No. I didn't mean to fall that far. Okay, good. There's 2 here. Can I land, please? Thank you. I hate you. Hate you. At least you're dead. Oh, are you kidding me? I was healing. You saw that. You fucking saw me heal there. I did not mean to do that. Let's go sit on the bench. I fucking healed. I saw the white explosion. How did that count as a hit? This game sometimes, I swear to God. All right, oh, let me see. Is there a thing above the bench? Oh, there sure is. A rune depicting the Abyss, and it's a map. Yay! The Abyss map. Oh, look at that icon. That's cool. Here it is. It's a straight line. Yeah, the Abyss in the first game wasn't that extravagant either. It's cool, though, how it's the only thing we can see at the current moment in time. It's very ominous. All right, now we just use claw line to get back across. God damn it. Okay. No need for Silksong yet. Go here. Now we use it. Bam! I love hearing the cling as it hits a ceiling. So, fun fact, in one of the semi-recent patches for Silksong, they actually buffed the Silksong to now allow you to basically go any height you want to with it. Originally in the game, there is a section of the world of Farloom, which I can show on the map when we get back up there, where you couldn't use the Silksong because it was too high. There was a height limit. Well, one of the recent updates, I believe it came out while I was... You know, that works for me. Are you almost dead, by the way? 2 more. Why do I have to grind so much in this stupid game? And 8 more of the little shadow creepers, too. Not the greatest thing. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a recent patch, I think it came out while I was making this playthrough, made it so that now, it can go any height. There is no more height limit. At the very least, the height limit is extremely raised to the point that all in-game environments you can use it in. So yeah, you can use it to ascend any height that you want. No fear. All right, that's that place. I hope these guys respawn. I mean, I can't just sit at the bench and then... let's have to go across this. You know what? Since I'm just gonna be killing a bunch of enemies repeatedly, why don't I pause recording, and I'll meet you when I have all the entries and it's time to go. Okay, I found kind of a good strategy to keep in mind. If they're about to do the bile attack, stay under them. They can't hit you with it down there. Alright, I just got the one for the little guys, the little annoying guys. I think I just need to kill this one. Okay, that's them done. Now it's just shadow creepers. How many more of those do I need? 5. They're not the most common thing, unlike the original game, where they were kind of everywhere down in Ancient Basin in the Abyss. In this game, they're not really that common, so I hope that there's enough by the beginning of the Abyss, which is, I think, where we need to go next. So yeah, there's one. I might have to, like, sit on a bench and go back through and farm some, but that's okay. I can do that. Here's 2. Yeah, it's gonna be bench farming. Oh. The bell's gone. Never mind. Where's the only bench is all the way down there? Okay, well, actually, no. I think the shadow creepers respawn. Do they? Thought they do. Okay, yes, they do. They do. Good. They respawn when you leave the room, so I'm just gonna go back and forth killing these 2 until we have them all. Another kind of complaint I have with both this game and the original is that I feel like the journal entry requirements are a little too high for some enemies, where, like, I feel like I shouldn't have to be killing this enemy, or this many of them, I mean. It feels like I have to go out of my way to do it sometimes. But hey, you know, instead of just being able to grab them naturally as I play and replay certain areas. Is this where we use it? Yes, indeed. Okay. So, can Silksong back out the entrance? Go here. By the way, pretty sure I accidentally spoiled the Silksong's existence in a previous episode, and I forgot to cut it out, so very sorry about that. If maybe I did. I can't remember if I cut it out or not, but there was a time when I accidentally said the Silksong's name in a previous video, and yeah, I kind of spoiled that this would be the last ability we're getting. Sorry about that. But I didn't show exactly what it would be like. I didn't say exactly what it would be like, or when we would be getting it, so, you know. How? Okay. We're now in the upper areas of the abyss. Oh, I didn't even need to. Well, if only I had known those enemies were here. Nope, I'm not interested. Not interested. Nope, not happening. Going up here. The music has stopped. A bench awaits us. That's not the right button. This is. Let's go! Lava's appearing. We're already close to the deep docks. Oh boy, this music's starting up. I believe this music is known as Enter Farloom. It is present in the soundtrack release, and it is the first track that plays. The first game had a similar track called Enter Hallownest, but that track was never actually used anywhere in the game. It was a soundtrack exclusive. Enter Farloom appears to be the same way at first, but no. It actually does play at this point in the game, during this little escape sequence, and it's really freaking cool. At least I want to say this is the track. It's possible it hasn't properly started yet. Bam. Okay, we're going to stay out of the way of that. Now take the updraft. Anything down? Nope, nothing down. I doubt there are any secrets along this path. This is meant to be an area of the game where you just go forwards. Let's go. Oh no. Got out of the way of you in time. Go here. Don't stay on the walls too long or you'll take fire damage, and that's not good. Give me my silk back. And then let's, oh shit. Okay, we gotta do this. Go no. Going this way. Climbing up. Nope. I don't know what I'm saying nope to. Nothing's really presented itself as a huge threat yet. Got 2 bombs to get out of the way here. It's just, you know, there's an earthquake. It's very ominous. I'm very nervous about what this earthquake has to offer. Can't be anything good, especially not after we dropped a giant rock into a lava pool down below. I believe, as of this point, yes, we are on a time limit. I can see it at the bottom of the screen. Lava is rising. Okay, gotta get out of the way. This is a very Ori and the Blind Forest escape sequence, and I love seeing it here in Silksong. It's really cool. All right, come on, break free. Oh, now we have to claw line across enemies. Fine. Go right there. Do that. Go here. No. All jump. Okay. Go this. Go this. I say random words when I'm panicking. Go here. Oh my god, that was so close. I think the lava does like slow itself down if you fall too far behind, so you know, they make it feel like, oh, I'm supposed to soar. Go. Up. Thank you. Yeah, it's supposed to feel like you're at a much closer call than you actually are. Bam! That's it. We are somewhere unknown? That's not right. We should be in a familiar place. But, I don't know, maybe this place just isn't marked on the map at all. Wouldn't make enough sense. Hey, I haven't got your guys' entry before. That's good to have, at long last. Yeah, nope, this is the deep docks. The game doesn't seem to believe it is, but it is the deep docks. I swear, it really is the deep docks. It will become the deep docks eventually. Okay, update the map. Maybe now it believes. Yeah, look at that. We just had to sit on a bench to refresh it. Yeah. So, there is a part of me that is slightly disappointed in how you arrive to the abyss. You just take a diving bell down, essentially, you know, warping down there with a teleporter as opposed to, you know, what am I trying to say? As opposed to, like, actually physically going down there like you did in the original. But there is at least that connection back out. There is a room down there I didn't go into, apparently. I'll have to fix that some other time. Now is not that time, though. That room will have to remain unexplored for the time being. I better remember to go back there. You know what? Let me just mark that. Gotta do something there, I guess. All right, we have escaped. Welcome back. Was this door open before? Oh, no, I think it was, yeah. I think we went down there and found nothing and was like, huh, this is weird. Okay, bye. That is where we end up escaping to, out of the abyss. So, let us go back to the Bellway station, wherever that might be. Oh, God, it's really far. Some of these areas and their layouts, man, I swear to God. Go up this elevator. Don't get off early. Parker, that is not your boyfriend's dick. Do not come early. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't usually make jokes like that. I was just referencing Whiplash, you know. Crazy freaking movie, man. Very good, too. Alrighty, let's go this way. And here should be the Bellway Station. Man, you have to jump instantly when you enter this room, or else that's just lava damage. Kind of funny. Era, I have need. Need to be transported back to Bellheart. Thank you very much. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm excited to see if there's any wishes up on the wish wall too. There might be. There might also not be. You never know. Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna sit here at this bench. There are 3. Okay, well now we have things to do next time, as well as the main objective. We gotta bring the news back to these guys, and then they'll tell us where to go. So next time we're gonna start by doing that, then we're gonna do the side quest. Let's see. Fatal Resolve. The world is truly ending. I test my pin in combat one last time. Come to my home at the Blur's Edge and accept my challenge. Okay. This is from the Pin Master, who we talked to way back when, toward the end of Act 1. Ecstasy at the end. Mushka of Fleetopia. One last act to perform, meet us at Fleetopia, so we'll have to go back up there at some point. I must say, I think Act 3 has the best wishes in the game. Ooh, look at that. Reward Mask Shard. You know I'm gonna do that. This requires us to kill the Void Masses throughout the world. Have I killed enough of those already, actually? Let me check real quick. No, I've only killed 4 and they want me to kill 12. Only 12 of them, though, and there's a lot more than 12, so you can absolutely take your time with it and go at your own pace. Anyway, gotta return home so we can assemble the Far Sight. Indeed, let's do it. The state of the world can be sensed. Completion quantities will be displayed in menus. With that now crafted after all this time, we now finally have a completion percentage viewable in the inventory. Let's go take a look. 93%, wow. I'm already that close. So, this game's completion percentage, unlike the original, is based entirely on items and abilities. Specifically, it counts every tool, it counts every major ability, of course, and yeah, generally it just, it also counts upgrades to your health and your silk and whatever. So yeah, once we have all of those, we will have 100%. But it is entirely possible that there's content we miss out on while still getting 100%. This game is so open, there's plenty of missable content even if you get full completion technically. In addition, check this out. We now have an empty little peg right there, or an empty little slot. It will now show us where we are missing items in all of these screens. So not only will we now know how many tools we're missing, we might even have an idea of where to find them, though not really. I mean, the organization of this screen doesn't make a super huge amount of sense, but, you know, it's still there. So I am missing 1 yellow tool, 1 blue tool, no red tools. I have every red tool. Wow, I have every red tool in the entire game. That's kind of cool. And we are missing 1 silk skill. There's 1 more silk skill to get beyond this point. I also want to say this screen might... No, okay, we are missing a crest, though. I know that as well. We check this, we can now see enemies that we are missing, such as this one, which is apparently in one of the early game locations. Probably, if I had to guess, this enemy is only accessible now that we're in Act 3. I also missed this one here, so it'll show you all the empty slots of all the things you missed. Let's see, I've encountered 186 enemies out of 233! That's a lot of entries I've missed, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I have my work cut out for me, don't I? I'm sure a lot of these are Act 3 exclusive enemies, but still, that is a lot of shit to do. Insane. Alright. Let us go, sit down at the bench here, with the 93% completion in the back of our minds, new wishes in tow, and a new main objective to do. Next time on Hollow Knight Silksong, we shall start our way through Act 3 properly. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.